All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. To all the Hakim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity. To the men, women, and children, listen, learning. And to the Bayasha Dabadat, the house of David. Amaya Shatat, with men of valid Las Vegas camp coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. You're the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongeth unto you, and you alone. All right. I have a lesson for you today. Lord willing, be edifying, uplifting unto the body. All right, as well as to you listeners out there. All right, seeking and hoping. All right, and praying. For the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. All right, Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, which means He is, He to be, He exists. By Hashem in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He saves, He delivers, He is salvation. All right, and that is the name of the only begotten Son. All right, by Hashem in the name, Chak Wadash, Holy Spirit, or Spirit Holy. This is which you must have to receive the wisdom and the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to receive that true faith, all right, to believe upon the gospel, the good news that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has given us, all right. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into the book of Isaiah. It's going to be chapter 30 and verse 8, and it reads, "Now go, write it before them in a tablet, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, for even Slakia forever and ever." All right, and here it is. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has continuously had the prophets out on the highways and byways for 40 plus years. All right, now you people are starting to see everything that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has been telling you. 40 plus years, starting with our head apostle, all right, Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakah, the elders and the bishops, all right. But then, hey, the progenitor is Abba Bivens, okay, hey, who herald the truth in. And then Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai allowed our apostles to refine it, to pull out the 100% truth, all right, through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now, you people are starting to get worried. Okay, but some of you still won't take heed. Some of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, all right, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. You keep on trying to make an excuse to live in this current system of this world, all right, but ultimately because you're a rebellious people, all right. You were John 8:44. You're of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Okay? Continuing on. Verse 9. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9, and it reads that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh. All right? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and this is exactly what you keep on doing. You will not hear the law, hear the warning of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is giving you the prophets. He is giving you the prophets so that you may adhere to His law. He understands that we will not be able to follow the law perfect. That's why He gave us grace and mercy. But yet you care not to hearken to it. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai says, watch. All right. Watch as well as pray, okay? Because let's go here to the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, and verse 3, and it reads, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." All right? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is telling you that the time is at hand and that you need to take heed. All right. He gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments that we are to live by to the best of our ability in our current captivity. All right. But nevertheless, hey, he has given us these things. All right. He gave us the blueprint to the signs of these times. All right. Because Yahweh is sending his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for the deliverance of his elect, of the children of the nation of Israel. All right. Which consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as the speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right. And that speckled bird is that those who look like the other nations, but their father's line, the seed line, goes back. Okay. Continuing on, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10, and it reads, Why say to the seers, see not? Right? And this is exactly what you people are saying. All right. I have Jake at work. All right. He told me, hey, this is never going to happen. All right. That they're not only will it not happen in our lifetime, it won't happen at all. All right. And that this current queendom, all right, is the queendom that will sustain. Okay. And of course, Jake has had certain life experiences. Some of the Jakes were in military, right? But nevertheless, they believe upon the system. All right. They can't get out of their own way. And we understand essentially because Yahweh Shem Yahushai has blocked them at this point in time. All right. But nevertheless, they're telling, the prophets, see not. All right. Then on the other hand, you have other Jakes, they say, hey, I seen what you were talking about. All right. From this whole small hatters in Iran. All right. This whole process, all right, of prophecy is coming to pass. All right. Progress is a process, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is speeding up the process. All right. So we're progressively getting closer, all right, to the end. Or yes, we are in the last days and the end days, but we are getting closer to the absolute end of Esau Edom's age. Okay, let me read this from the beginning again. Book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 10, and it reads, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, and this is what they want you to do. They want you to lie. They want you to sit there and say, no, it's going to continue forever. Everything's going to be all right. All right, this isn't a Kendrick Lamar song. Okay, yes, it'll be all right when Yahweh sends his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. All right, it'll be all right for the nation of Israel. Okay, because salvation has come. I don't want to be of that elect number. All right. But it'll be all right for the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will perish. All right, chaos, disorder, famine, everything is about to take place. But here it is. He said, just keep on speaking lies like Neo. Just lie to me. All right. This is exactly what these people want. All right. That's why they click into the boob tube. All right, the tell lie vision. All right, so they can continue to fall and be asleep, to stay rocked asleep, just as you hear my dog in the background snoring. All right, and this is exactly what they want. They want to remain in a peaceful slumber, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to abruptly wake them up. All right, if they didn't hear the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they will hear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, when he brings more chaos, more disorder. Okay, verse 11, and it reads, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause thy Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. All right, and this is exactly what they want. All right, This is what they want, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to continue to give them a rude awakening. All right, and abruptly, because you said to the seers, see not, and you said to the prophets, prophesy not. You wanted all those smooth things, and now Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that was a grace period, an opportunity. All right, for we know that the famine of the word is fastly approaching. All right, soon you won't have the ability to look upon these videos. Soon you won't have the abilities to see brothers out on the highways and byways. Okay, now Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will turn up the pressure. Okay, you will start seeing the things that you never thought you would see. That will continue to become somewhat common. All right, somewhat common for a moment. All right, you've seen it once, you've seen it twice, you've seen it 3 times, and then more chaos is going to ensue. All right, it's not going to be a life as you know it. Okay, all right. Continuing on, just have a couple of more scripts. This is going to be the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 12. And it reads, therefore, thus saith Holy One of Israel, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because ye despise the word and trusted in oppression and perseverance, Slakia, perverseness. I apologize. Let me read that from the beginning. Don't have my glasses on. Book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 12, and it reads, wherefore thus saith the Holy One, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of Israel, because ye despised the word and trusted in oppression and Salakia, I just had it, perverseness, and stayed thereon. All right, because you trusted in the wicked system, you trusted in the abominations, the sorceries, the doctrine of man. All right, and not the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, you trusted in man's law instead of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's law. All right, the law was there to guide you. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back first and foremost. It was the guiding tool, all right, to make us continue in the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But you wanted to trust in this devil. Continuing on, therefore, verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a branch ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall. Thou breakest, thou breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai severed. Salakis, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai severed that connection between us and him for a moment and for a time. All right. When that connection was severed, you continue to go off and wax worse and worse and worse. All right. Continuing on, verse 14. As we see Jake in the street now, doing whatever it is that they're doing. All right. Causing mischief. Even though Jake ain't typically in these protests right now. All right. In mass numbers like they formerly were. All right. You have a lot of who are part the northern kingdom. All right. Continuing on. And he shall break, verse 14, and he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shred to take fire from the heareth, or to take water whether out of thy pit. All right. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, hey, once again, severed and shattered that connection. All right? Break in pieces. So, hey, this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has done unto the rebellious children of the nation of Israel. Okay? It is time, all right, that you, hey, wake up through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and to see the times that we are in. All right? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, hey, is fastly, hey, approaching. Lord willing, all right? Lord willing, hey, we're of that number. I would like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak, Kodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listen learning, to the Baisha Dabadat, the house of David, to the next time Amaya Shatad and Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abal Babal, Shalom.